Good morning. It's early. Uh, I don't know what time it is, but probably. Let me find out. I gotta do some trick work here, man. It is 7:27 a.m. on I believe August 15th, 2022. 8:15, and if you add the twos together, that's only six. Eight, six, six. Yeah, I like to play with numbers. But I apologize for not making videos over the weekend. I really wasn't feeling good. I'm still not feeling the greatest. I'm actually about to take some more medicines because my normals aren't working today. It's just what it is. But over the weekend, I didn't really take anything besides ibuprofen, and I drank coffee. And coffee is that stimulant that I try to use over the Ritalin. But remember, the Ritalin also helps with some nerve pain, and I have some massive nerve pain going down my left leg. And my right leg won't stop shaking. Like twitching, shaking. Not involuntary, just like bouncing my leg, but I mean, like my foot keeps. You're going to see my camera jerk. You're going to see me jerk because it is involuntarily twitching. I don't know what I did. I don't know if I just overdid it. I don't know if I didn't eat the right nutrients because I know I started feeling better after I ate dinner last night. And dinner had a lot of protein, but it also had a lot of other vitamins and nutrients and stuff in it. It was really good. He made short ribs, some pork chops, some kind of beans. I'm not going to talk like I know off the top of my head every single style of beans, but they were like close to pinto beans. But the way he makes them, I eat the hell out of them. Jalapeno poppers. No, the jalapeno poppers weren't homemade. Good. I know he can make some banging ass homemade jalapeno poppers. I guarantee it. But he shortcutted last night. And he knew I felt like shit. And we had the kids with us for a little while, and I kept trying to stay up. But I had felt dizzy when we were at his mom's house. And then in the truck, I just wasn't feeling myself. I wasn't feeling right. And I don't know why. I kept saying, well, maybe my sugar's off. Or maybe I need potassium. Maybe I need magnesium. Maybe I need. And I can't find my waters up here, so tomorrow I'm going to order them off of Amazon. Sorry, I keep getting sweet messages coming through, and I was reading them. Yeah, but even though I didn't feel good, he didn't pressure me to do anything that I didn't feel up to doing. He said, if you're sure you don't want to go, you don't have to go. If you're sure, he said, go lay down. I've got the kids. They're not hard kids to watch. Sunshine, you got to keep an eye on. Y-Man was all up in his tablet. But he had been running around over at his aunt's house. He had been running around, and he'd been doing stuff. He'd been playing with his cousins. He came outside for a minute, but he wanted to be on his tablet at that time. And at that point in time, neither him, my friend, or I were going to argue it. He was sitting, he was being quiet. He was watching his tablet, playing his game or whatever he was doing. And it's approved. His mom approves it. It's his tablet. She sent it. But Sunshine, she likes to play. She's only 2. She doesn't really care about that tablet. She actually wishes her brother would put it down. She kept trying to get closer to him, and he kept moving away from her. Like, no, sis, get away. Because Y-Man's only 5, and, baby sisters are annoying at 5. My brothers would know. I had to have been annoying when I was a baby. I was a baby. Babies do annoying stuff. That's why motherhood is not easy. Parenthood, in general, for mothers and or fathers. What we've learned, though, is that it takes fathers longer sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time. There are some really, really good dads out there. But sometimes some of these men that I know personally and that I've heard stories from other people, it takes them a little bit more time to get into that daddy mode. Dad mode's easy, man. Dad mode's easy as hell. But daddy mode, to be dad or daddy or father, well, those roles are harder. Because you don't really have to be father until, they start asking the hard questions. Birds and the bees and hoo-haws and wing-wongs. Don't do drugs. Don't ever pick up smoking. Jack, that's enough. Hey, not in the house. You're going to wake the kids up. I know you're barking at somebody that you see back there, or you hear back there, but, I mean, dude, you don't have to turn towards the house and bark. I am sitting right here. I told you I talked to my dog like he's a human. You heard him stop barking. He's in guard mode, man. Hey, Jack. You want to say hi to people? Hey, Jack. Jack. Hey, Mommy's over here. There ain't nobody in the yard. He's in guard mode. He don't give a fuck about what I have to say. He says, where is that voice coming from? He says, I can't see you, but I can hear you. I know you're there. He says, Mom, I'll talk to you in a minute. But when I came in the door this morning, he was jumping up on me. He doesn't jump up on me, but he knew I was okay for him. He waited, he seen, he was like, wait, is she going to take my weight? Because he's a good boy. But he was all around my legs, and he's like, Mommy, pet me, because I haven't seen him in a couple of days. My friend's sister's fostering him until we get into a place where we can keep him with us all the time. But she's fallen in love with him too, but she knows he's mine. My friend's helping me with paying for dog food. She's helping with keeping him here, and then she brings him to me, or I come over here to her place to sit with him and her kids. It's a double bonus for me. I get to spend the day with my dog. She gets to know that her kids are being taken care of. Oh, did you guys see? Things got added to it. My angel wing, it came off my necklace. Well, it didn't come off my necklace. I took it off my necklace. But I was like told, hey, that you don't need the weight here anymore. Go ahead and put it on your hands. Your hands are strong enough. I love my jewelry. It moves all on its own sometimes. Like, it tells me what to do, but I mean, it does what it wants. I mean, I can request that this is so tangled around my hand, but if I request to it, can I have my hand, please? I can go like this, and can I have my hand, please? No, I can't have, oh, it's tangled around my ring. My broken wing ring. My one sister in love gave me these. This was my son's ring. I've been wearing this ring now for 6 years, or almost 6 years. It will be here soon. It's what we call a warrior's ring. Worriers. Warriors. Not Warriors. Not a warrior, but a worrier. Like, because, you spin it. Now, I heard a kid, but that ain't one of the kids from here. Ah, it's next door. Jack, that is just a mama and a baby. Hey, Jack, leave him alone. It's just a baby. It's just a baby. Leave him alone. It's next door. I knew I heard a baby. Even with my earphones in. And it's on that side. I still heard that baby, but I knew it wasn't Sunshine. Baby's a little younger than Sunshine. Sunshine doesn't sound that way. Even when she's crying, she doesn't sound that way. Every baby sounds different. So, but over the weekend, I wasn't feeling great, but I still got up and did things. My last video, I told you guys, I didn't really feel like walking, and I let alone didn't feel like walking that far down and to see that concert, but I got a surprise concert by a big name, and I still haven't went back to find out who he is yet. I think I know who he is. I think I know who that band is. I'll figure it out. I remember the song. And if I can't, I'll go back and listen. I said I needed to go back and watch that one anyways because I did not know that first song that I listened to that he was, but that had some damn good lyrics to it. And he was talking about how it was after the 9/11 and how at that point in time we were one country. We were all on the same side. We all wanted we all wanted revenge. It's what the entire country wanted. They attacked us on our land. They took down the towers. They hit the Pentagon. They hit that field out in Pennsylvania. 3 planes. 4 planes. 4 planes. 1 for each tower. 1 for the Pentagon and 1 in that Pennsylvania field. And each plane had how many people on it? So it automatically took those ones out. But then the towers fell and that took out so many more. We wanted revenge. Got a sixth sense looking at you. Tungsten, sweet scent on you. Gotta touch it, taste it. Gotta get sense, a sixth sense about you. Sixth sense. Yeah, I do have a sixth sense. I can walk down the street and I can tell you if that one person is a good person or if that one person is not. Like that video where the guy was in the background yelling, but I'm not angry. But he sounded so angry. I'm telling you, he was probably just frustrated. A lot going on and just so much, and it was on his brain, and it was like me this morning. I couldn't get everything together. I should have gotten it together last night. I should have had it together last night, but I felt like crap. So I went and I laid down instead on the couch. And I laid on the couch so that I didn't lay in the bed, because if I laid in the bed, I knew I'd sleep for longer. But if I laid on the couch, I probably wouldn't be as comfortable, but I was still going to get some sleep. And I woke up when she came to get the kids. I knew she came and got the kids, but I knew they were okay because they were with their uncle. And he's not going to hurt them. It's not who he is. Does everybody have the capability of doing something like that? Everybody has the capability of doing something. It's who you are, though, that decides on if you will or if you won't. It's up to you to figure it out. I mean, and I've fucked up before, man. I know I did. I ain't stupid. I took my punishments. I got my consequences, and I took them. And I ate them like they were the best shit pie ever. Like that one out of the movie The Help. Out of the book, The Help. The book was better than the movie. The movie was good, though. Eat my shit. Excuse me? What did you say? Said eat my shit. Oh, you already are. Because she wanted revenge. Because that woman who she worked for had done her wrong. So wrong. For using an inside toilet. For wanting to be treated like a human and not like her skin color. And that was a real thing, man. That's still a real thing today. That book takes place in the 50s, 60s. I believe it's 50s to 60s. Can't remember. But it takes place almost 70 years ago. Down south. I don't want to say it was Georgia, but it might have been Alabama. It was somewhere in the Bible Belt. But that Bible teaches you to love everybody until they earn your disrespect. It doesn't teach you to be racist, and it doesn't teach you to hate. You choose to be that way. You choose to be judgmental assholes. by choice. You choose to try to destroy people because you think she makes you better by using the Bible and by using religion. Which is why I say I'm spiritual. Not religious. I'm spiritual. Because I know I've got the Spirit of God in me. My daddy insured it. Not the people who go to church. My daddy's still insured it even after he stopped preaching, because I asked him one time, Dad, do you still believe in God? He stopped preaching it. So do you still believe in God? Do you still believe in heaven and hell? Dad, do you? Because I'm sorry. I say that I'm too bad for heaven. I'm too bad for hell. The devil has a restraining order. And God's afraid that I'm going to destroy heaven. He said, we can't have people like you. You're too similar to the devil. Let's talk about that for a minute. Now, I know what I was taught being grown, like when I was growing up. And they said that, that when Lucifer, when the light bringer betrayed God and said, no, I will not do your bidding for you. If you want that done, you go do it yourself. They deserve knowledge. Because if you remember that tree that God said, don't eat from, kept Adam and Eve in ignorance. But ignorance is bliss. That's why the garden was so beautiful. Because ignorance is bliss. When you have knowledge, that's when you start hurting. Lucifer just wanted them to have knowledge. He wanted to bring light to the earth. Not light, enlightenment. Now, we were also taught that heaven is up there and hell is down below us. Hell is not down below us. We are on earth. That is where the garden was. Lucifer was sent from heaven and cast down to the garden. The garden is on earth. He created hell on earth because he simply did not agree with his father's teachings. He did not agree that his father created us. And then when he said, well, they are not worthy in the way that they are, with the way they are being, with the greed and the gluttony, the adultery. When he said, well, I created them to love, and they are turning my love that I wanted them to spread into evilness because they've been enlightened. Because when you are enlightened, you are not only enlightened to the light, you are enlightened to the dark side. But see, we're taught that hell is not an active place. It's not a physical place we can reach or touch while we are alive. But see, I have my friend Jeremy, my friend Smith, one time, he said a line to me after when we left his kids' visit, and he pulled over on the side of the road, and he broke down crying. He got out of the car, and he went to the back end of it, and he sat on the trunk, and I got out of the car, and because I had to make sure my friend was okay. And he said, Jess, it's Jessica. And he always called me Jessica. And if he called me Jess or Jessie, it was because he saw that that was who I was being at that time. But he knew who Jessica was. He said, Jessica. He said, man, there can't be a hell after we're gone because this is hell right here on earth. And I looked at him and I said, man, you might be onto something. See, we do our trials and tribulations here on earth so that way when we're gone, we get to go somewhere else. If we're good enough. Yeah, but who can ever actually be good enough, like I said, outside of a baby born with no sin? As soon as we start walking and talking, as soon as we're able to move on our own, well, we are open to sin. Welcome to reality. Welcome to my reality. Seriously, this is my reality, guys. Pop Evil's who I'm listening to this morning. I want something to believe. You can never go back. You can never go back. Welcome to reality. And the reality is, guys, we are in hell on earth. And it is up to us to decide what we want to do to make it to the heavens. To make it to the heavens. And we do that by deciding what we're going to do in this life. Not in the afterlife, but in this life. Are you going to be a good person? Are you going to be a loving person? Are you going to be supportive? Are you going to be encouraging? Are you going to be all the goodness of this world? Actually, good. No, ESS, goodness in this world. Sorry again, I messed it up. See, I'm not perfect, guys. I make mistakes. I own my mistakes. I did drugs when I was younger. Once upon a time, I did an eye for an eye and I cheated after I was cheated on. Another time, I was seeing somebody, but it was obvious we were done and I moved on to somebody else, but I should have ended it first completely. I mean, it was ended, but you know what? That person is still my friend. But the person who I left him for will barely talk to me. Literally barely talk to me unless we absolutely have to speak words to each other. He will not speak to me. But the one who I left, because he wasn't the right fit for me in a relationship of that manner, but he is definitely the right fit for me as a friend. Hi, Nate. Thank you for not giving up on me, for seeing more. I know you're watching. I appreciate it. Say hi back to me, please. You saw all of it. You saw the abuse. You saw me trying. You saw all of it. This is a good one. Sorry, my songs ended and I needed to do something to get them back. So, I do appreciate it, Nate. You became the brother like Nate that my actual brother, Nate, is not. Thank you so much. I appreciate it and I love you. Our history is not a pretty one, but hey, we stuck together through it. Ups and downs and all arounds. Thank you for taking me in all those times. My kids too. Thank you for trying your best to help me when I was at one of my worst. I appreciate it. I don't forget. I don't forget a single time down there, down there on that bottom of the hill. That little house that was your grandma's. I drive by it sometimes when I'm out that way. Still remember it. Man, they've done some things to it. I'd love to see what the inside looks like now, though. But enjoy your life that you've created for yourself away from there. You left your personal hell. So did I. I know that I have the opportunity to have one glorious future. And for my dreams, every single one of my dreams, to ever come true. And I know that because I have friends like Nate. I have friends like the one I'm with now. And his sister. Both of his sisters, because I get along with both of them. I haven't really gotten to know his mom yet. I only met her for a few minutes, and she was talking with her boy because, that's who she wanted to see. She wanted to meet me, but she wanted to see him. Sorry. That's her boy. She loves her boy. She loves her kids and her grandkids. And she was seeing her grandkids too. But she got to say hi to me. She got to meet me and see for herself kind of how I am. And I didn't hide nothing. I let her know I smoke weed. I did it outside of her house. I asked permission first. I said, will she mind if I smoke? And he thought that I meant a black. I said, no, I need to smoke. The vape I bought, it was okay, it's cool. It does enough. But sometimes you just need that flower. That's why I buy both. With the money he gives me. Understand that. He gives me money. He says go to the dispensary. He says to me, while you were sleeping, I went and got you more blacks. I might want to smoke one later. You bought them. I will never deny you something that you provided for me. How can I? When I got here this morning, his sister was getting ready for work, and I said, well, would you like a cup of coffee before you go? That's what's in the cup, but this cup keeps it warmer longer. Yep, Jack's still on guard duty. There's another dog back there in the other yard. And he says, I ain't messing with you. I'm going to protect my mommy. I'm going to protect these babies. But he doesn't bite me, and he doesn't attack me because, well, I've done nothing but love that dog like he's my child since he was between 5 and 6 weeks old. And my son placed him in the truck, and then I carried him in my lap, or held him in my lap for 2 hours on the truck drive back. We bonded. He laid in my lap. He curled up on my chest. I loved him and comforted him when he was in a scary situation, when he was a baby. And then since then, I've taught him things, and he's taught me that he's learned things all on his own. He's a dog. People think they're stupid. 90% of the time, animals are more intelligent than us. Oh, shit, wait, what? 90% of the time, animals, mammals, birds. Come on, birds can sense when a storm is coming and know to go. Even insects can be smart enough to search out for food sources without it needing to be provided for them. They go look for it. They're insects. These are flies I'm talking about, guys. Flies, there's a bee hanging around my coffee. Bees can sense where the pollen is to go collect it, to go pollinate other plants. We need them. Like, we absolutely need bees. If without bees, we die. They are the main pollinator. We absolutely need bees. And then they provide us with honey. It's a really good sweetener. Tastes good on some toast. Tastes good in tea. Go ahead and lie to me, lie to me, lie to me. Sixth sense looking at you. Got a tongue sense, sweet scent. Touch it, taste it. It's a sixth sense. I want to get out of where I'm at. I don't know how to. Open your eyes, see through the pain. I know that pain word is really hard for me to get because it's painful. Let it go, let it go. The night of a sounding moon, raised to the end of our lives. Oh, snow, sleeping all nights. See, so the new lesson that I'm learning is how to handle when my triggers hit. Because everywhere I've went, there is a reminder of my past. And I do mean everywhere I go. I go walking and there's a reminder somewhere of my past. If I see a heart, I think of Ohio. Ohio is heart-like shaped. The bathtub in this one bathroom is the same color as the bathtub at the mobile home that I was sharing with my ex. Exact same color. It looks fucking on my, like the bathtub itself looks almost identical. So when I go to use the bathroom, when I'm done with this video, I'm going to look over and I'm going to see this avocado green colored from like the 1970s. It was the color scheme back then. I don't know why y'all chose that color to anybody of that generation. What were you thinking? That color's ugly. There was so many better colors y'all could have chose. I mean, even colors of green. There are so many better colors of green you could have chose. Why? That baby food, like peas, avocado colored green, did those manufacturers choose that color? Even the pink is better than that green, and I've seen the pink in the tub of that era. I've seen the baby blue, I've seen the baby pink, but that green is, no. There's nothing you can do to make that color green look good in a bathroom. It looks good on food. You know how many times I've wanted to paint that bathtub down there to redo it because it would be cheaper than to replace it. We flicked into replacing it too. I had a whole idea for that bathroom down there. It was going to be spectacular. For the bedroom too. So many plants. Oh, and I did give you my word. And I keep offering if you want help, I'll help you. I'll be your friend. We were good together. But now we do have to let it go. We have to let go of that idea. That can be ever again. Because too much has now happened in the interval for us to ever go back to where we were. That'll never happen. Now, I could be your friend. I told you I'm good with being friends with my exes. You always were the better part of me. Damn, Pop Evil's hitting hard this morning. You guys remember, it's only like 8 o'clock in the morning. 8, maybe 8:10. And the music hits here, even in my stomach sometimes. Makes my hand shaky. Because it brings up memories. And then memories bring up emotions. My friend tells me all the time, you're really emotional. You think a lot. You talk a lot. And in order to talk a lot, I have to think a lot. What I cannot do every time I have one of those moments is stop. I can't let those moments stop me when what I'm doing. You know, like right now I'm crying, man, but I'm not stopping. It was a painful memory. Not the memory itself, but the ideas that we had together that are no longer possible or plausible. We had a beautiful future set out together. We were going to work together. We were going to be partners. To my life, I can't got the same since you came from out of the range straight into my life. I ain't been the same since you came. Well, I can't complain. My friend also reminds me all the time to my ex. Let me explain this one. He knows that you are a good guy. He knows it. He's never met you. But he knows you are a good guy. He knows that what happened. He knows that I'm not a bad person. He knows I have flaws. But I told him everything. He has every right to actually be upset with you because he's known me longer than you. And anybody in his position, anybody else that I know, would be like, don't talk to him. He's bad for you. I'm glad you're not there anymore. Well, he does tell me he's glad I'm not there anymore because he's watched me over the last few weeks that I've been up here with him. And I had calmed down, and then I came back to Ohio, and look how mad and angry I got all over again, man. Because I got disappointed in people. My standards were too high for what you guys were capable of giving. I apologize. I have very high standards for the people I love. I only want what's best. I only want you guys to be your best. I apologize if I push too hard. I apologize if I expect for you to do what's best for you and not worry about everybody else. See, that was the problem, though, as I was encouraging you guys to go do best for you and not worry about everybody else, as I was still sitting there worrying about everybody else. And I had people who were concerned for certain parts of me. I had my ex, he's always still very, very concerned about my medical. I appreciate that. And he does love me. He's not in love with me. But he does love me, and I love him. You're not with somebody for that long. Have that kind of history. Every day. For 5 years and 9 months. 3 days. You're not with somebody that long. And not have love. We were best friends. We weren't just in a relationship. We were best friends, and we talked all day. We talked until late into the night. He used to say, "Hi, I'm going. I need to go to sleep," and you keep, because my brain goes, and I had to be like, "I'm sorry, go to sleep. I'll leave you alone." And then he would instantly be asleep, like within a minute. This is why he can still speak to me through text messages and sometimes on the phone. Just how we can is because we were friends. He does know the true me. He knows me well. He knows my style. He knows my attitude. He knows how angry I can get. He knows me so well. And I know him. I just wish you would have told me you were done with me before you let everything get to that point. It never needed to go that far. So, the other night, me and my friend were taking a walk and we were talking about things. And we were talking about relationships. And I said, you know, I keep telling people, if you don't want to be with me, tell me. Simply say, I don't want to be with you. And I do mean in any kind of relationship. In any kind of relationship, whether you are my family, whether you are my friend, or whether you are in an actual relationship with me, which I don't think that's going to be possible for anybody from this point out. Sorry. I love my life here. I'm loving it. But, I mean, there is somebody out there for me. He's not just anybody. He's a sweetheart. And I'm sorry if that hurts other people. But see, you guys all had an opportunity to love me. To keep me. Because I fought way too hard for way too long. In a lot of these relationships that I've been in the past, and I do mean friendships, relationships of a sexual manner, and just family relations, I have tried. And even when I know that it's worthless, and I know that I'm losing the battle, and I know, I never stop trying. I know they're losing battles. Got a sixth sense looking at you. Got a sixth sense about you. Jack, get over here now. Now see, I wasn't paying attention. He jumped the fence. He's in the neighbor's yard. I gotta go get him. Look at that beautiful sun coming up. Can you see it? Look how pretty that is. Oh, so gorgeous. I gotta go get my dog because he's an asshole. Actually, he's a jackass. It's his name. Jack Ass. Do you understand? Jackass. Because he does this stuff. Now, let's go. Let's go. If I come get you. There's my baby. Come on, go. His fatty, he's 110 pounds. He could still jump damn fences. But he's lost weight since he's been here. I bet he's not even 110 pounds anymore. His diet's changed. His exercise routine's changed. He goes on walks all the time. We're going to go on one later. So, you better take your ass in that house. You better go. Dogs. Boy dogs. They're like boys in general. They listen. Not that much. I said go in that house. Back to my statements. If you are in any type of relationship with me, any kind of friendship, any kind, even my children, my bonus ones, my birth ones, I understand. All you have to do is tell me, though. Stop playing games. Stop trying to use for what you can, because that's a type of abuse. If you don't love me, tell me. If you hate me, come out and tell me. I hate your guts. I can take it. It doesn't affect me. I don't care if you don't like me. I just want to know, though, so I know how to act accordingly. Because if you don't like me, and if you don't love me, if you're only tolerating me, well, then I will leave you alone. Literally, all the way alone. If you hate me, tell me. I'll return it. You won't like it. My hatred is vengeance. My love deserves my vengeance. And if you're going to use and abuse my love, well, then you definitely deserve my vengeance. Because it's wrong. It is nasty. It is not a nasty way to be in general. I don't accept untrue love. If you are a fake friend, well, then you are a very real enemy. Real friends stab you in the front. I wrote a song last night. I haven't wrote songs since I was a teenager. I switched to poems, which, I mean, poems are songs put to music. But the poems I was writing, you wouldn't want to put to music. They were not pretty. But I did. I wrote a song last night. I just need somebody to put it to some music. I seen a shirt the night before, and it just clicked something in my head dude, that's a very true statement. I think I need to write it down. And I did. I'm going to perfect it. I'm going to get it put to music. I don't know who. I don't know how. I just don't know yet. Somebody will. I believe it's good enough. Somebody else will too. It might not be for everybody. There's enough people who understand it, though. I want something to believe. You can never go back. You can never go back. Welcome to reality. Welcome to reality. Welcome to reality. You can never go back. Yeah, it's playing on a loop right now. I got to get it out of this loop. But I got to go pee, so I'm going to go ahead and end this because body. I listen to my body. Plus, I'm at going on 50 minutes. But I really do have to get in here and go to the bathroom. Sorry. TMI. Coffee, man. It makes me gotta go pee. I'm not the only person. It's almost like alcohol. Both are used as a drug. The past. Now it's not even too fast. Didn't get me. Welcome to my reality. Full of brutality. Full of hate and brutality. To believe you can never go back. You can never go back. Welcome to my reality. I got a little ahead of myself. So anyways, guys, I hope you have a great day. Oh, got dark. I do. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thank you for everything. For all the lessons, in good and in bad. I'm going to keep working on not letting these triggers trigger me. I hate that word for emotions, man, but you can't think of a better one sometimes. They do exactly that. They are like emotional bombs. They are emotional bullets. That color of the tub. That fountain at that nursing home I walked through the other day. All these kids' toys. Today is G1 and G2's first day of school. Good luck, boys. G1, I sent you a message. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you guys. And I miss you. I just don't miss the bad behaviors from G2. They were very mean. They were very hurtful. And G2, you did them on purpose. What is wrong with you, child? Well, I know what's wrong. I know what your history is. I know what your life was. But see, that is not an excuse to do what you were doing to somebody who has never done anything to hurt you until that day. Until that day, 4th of July, man, Independence Day. I'll never forget that date. The day my world came crashing. The day the boulder completely fell. It was the catalyst to that day. I mean, there was plenty of catalyst leading up to it, but that was the absolute. That was the end of the catalyst. That was the end. That was that end. To where we became like this. Me up here and you guys down there. But one day, you may rise above it. You might rise above it, and I hope you do. I hope you get past your anger, baby. I hope you learn how that not all women are out to harm you like she was. And I was never out to harm you. I was always out to try to help you get better. But honey, you pushed really far. What you did, stomach acid rain in a coloring book, that was your description. There's something wrong. I mean, and that was supposed to be a vent for you. But when you're taking my favorite characters after you found out, because the first ones you colored were perfect. They were this sweet, innocent coloring pictures. And then once you found out that Winnie the Pooh was my absolute favorite childhood cartoon character, that I used to sing the song, I used to watch that movie over and over, Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and Tigger, and Piglet, Eeyore, Rabbit now. Yeah, Rabbit and Owl. Owl's the wise one. Rabbit's the OCD one. Eeyore's depressed. He's always so sad. He's always losing his damn tail, man. He just can't keep that thing on now, can he? Too bad it's not like my ponytail that is literally attached to me from the roots. Eeyore's tail was put on with thumbtack. Christopher Robin. Oh, my Christopher Robin. Hi, baby. I love you. You are my ray of sunshine, baby boy. That lights up my life. You are worthy, and when you start school this year, go kick ass, baby boy. And I don't mean other people's asses. I mean go kick those grades asses. Go prove just how strong, smart, intelligent you are. And when you're in ROTC this year, you rock that out. Do you hear me? I don't want to hear I can't. Because you can. Absolutely. Positively. Get past anything. If you believe in yourself. So, to all the children starting school, go rock it. Enjoy it. These really are the days of your lives that should be the best ones ever. You'll have other moments, but these are the days that should be absolutely your best ever. These school days. This is where you're going to make your friends, your lifelong friends. The ones that are going to ride and die with you, they're not going to ever care. This is where you're going to meet them. Hey, G1, baby, just so you know, your warrior's ring is right here. I worry about you all the time. But it's solid, man. Your friend gave you a solid ring with those Celtic knots. It means something. And it's right here. It's right there with my spirit ring. My light spirit. And my broken wing, baby. Because that's what that one right there is. That was my broken wing going whole. It's bound together. It's going to hold. Even if I crack it, which I think I did already. I think it's got a crack right here for me, but it might not be for me. It might have already been there. I don't know. But it is beautiful, like you. So broken wing or not, baby boy. All of you. Baby boys, baby girls, broken wings or not. Go let them see you fly. Feel that sunshine. I haven't felt it in 2 days. It's been very overcasted here. I haven't gotten to see the blue of the sky except for little peaks. But right now, it's very blue. And I think I just heard a kid get up. So, bye. I love you all. Thank you. Have a great day. Go rock it out. I am. I gotta get my music started again. Bye, guys. I do love you. I love all of you. Every one of you. I just don't always love your behaviors. If we can change the behaviors, we may one day, well, be back to that again. But we got to change the behaviors. Oh, and to Mr. Shepherd, to my shepherd, yes, one generation very much can and will change history for the better. We will make this world a wonderful place. Yep. Someday, somewhere, over, well, let me do this right. Over the rainbow. We are going to make this world spectacular. And one generation is going to do it with our forward thinking. Because you can't stay in the past, man. You gotta learn from it. You gotta get through it to make it to the other side. Your past is your iceberg. Plow through that shit. Don't let it take you down. You are unsinkable. We are unsinkable. Do you get it? If you believe in yourself and you believe in the ones who love you, who truly love you, not the ones who are supposed to, but the ones who truly love you, you and I can make anything happen. You just got to believe in yourself. You got to be ready to let go of that past and move forward. Yeah, you're going to have them sneak up on you. Those triggers and those reminders and those memories. But you can't stop because they did. You tears in your eyes, screaming, crying. You got to keep going. There is no more picking yourself back up at this point. At this point, it is just keep going. You only rest when you absolutely need to. And we all need rest sometimes. But at the end of the day, what's going to make or break you was if you make sure that you make it. Have a blessed day to everybody I love and to everybody in general. Yeah, everybody's worth it, man. Just got to show them that we are. Bye, guys.